after the day,
sure
another
that
best of two. Alliance versus Horde.
This is actually huge for what Alliance is doing here, though. This can single-handedly turn the matchup I consider unwinnable to, like, he can't lane anymore if this happens.
Did that a couple of days ago as well, Excalibur. He will be the first blood. Not too worried for the time being here with Hanskin taking the majority of this damage. And he should end up falling. Maybe not first. Well, he will fall first, but the second casualty will also be Ake. Nice hook though on top of EGM. Loader, not a whole lot he can do to help his buddy out.
Yeah, they know this smoke's here, it's not gonna work, so more pressure on the Luna bottom, more
maybe
food farm for the Weaver top.
The stun coming through, Excalibur has his own level 6, starts to get a bit more tanky. They have enough follow-up stuns to finish him off, but at what cost here? They lose their Ogre, and now EGM also in a really tough position. He's gonna make rotation through, no duel just yet. Just get the kill with a rot down, 2 for 1, and the hook actually lands onto Limp. Do they have enough damage to bring him down? Not really sure. It's a bit of a wraparound on bottom, but E-skills also being gone on. EGM leads off with a stun, TP comes through, Hanskin with a follow-up. Do they have enough damage here? E-skills still alive, and now the turnaround is there. Gorks also made rotation through. Pablo flants the hook, Loader should end up falling. The dual win on the Ogre will also come through. Limp has his ultimate here. They can maybe take a fight with a wraparound. The hook comes through into the tree line here. Gets a stun off. Now 4 heroes trying to track him down away from the reinforcements coming through. Duel comes out. Nothing to save it really. Oh, yeah. Still the winner for E-skills. Hanskin and EGM way too late to the party. Now the hook comes through across the tree line. Pablo, what a monster. And Hanskin will be the next one to fall.
Gonna completely destroy Alliance's entire game plan. This is the kind of timing they want to be strong in. Like if they
could
can
be
take
it though.
fights like
TP's come through, but they only lose one. Shellgrave for Naki keeps them safe for the time being. But now to swap out as they finish up the Weaver to TP'd in. All of a sudden, Alliance get gifted the team fight down the high ground. A little bit further away from the rest of this team, but should be alright. Excalibur now walking in with a bear, but now in the backlines here, they do control up Leech Commander. Now the Eclipse. Landing on a couple of heroes here. Ake forced out with Shellgrave, trying to TP out, but they have the swap to cancel that. Meanwhile, in the back, they do finally finishing up Windows Farm. Took them quite some time. Okay, there's a Blink duel now onto the Dragon Knight, and this should be a win. Barely. E-skills will still take a spill as Loader right-clicking away through all of that. But the bear is still there.
Oh.
Blocking the hook, so that was perhaps a missed opportunity, but Loda still dies to the Radiance Burn in the end, just running him down. With that Invis Rune, this could catch him off guard. The hook comes through, stun as well. Jonas found perfect position for the vacuum wall, but the duel still comes through. There's just no follow-up damage. Duel, oh, nice little swap battle at least to make sure the extra damage doesn't come through, but Loda still dies. Might have to buy back, and you will, to try and salvage this fight. Another hook. Not even needed. E-skills ends up falling. EGM trades for Excalibur. So far, so good. But they need a little bit more. Gorks Shikuching his way out of there. Limp with the surge. Could get in range for a stun here, but doesn't have the vision to actually make it work. Extra attack speed. Helps with the push, helps with the kills. But now Gorks finds Limp. The hook flies. This one will be dodged just by walking away. Gorks still in front lines with that Aegis. He wants to use it and wants to force him to spend as many spells as possible. Try and make that happen, but the rest of Horde coming through to force the hand. E-skills now in the middle of that. Vacuum wall onto 3. Dual win onto Hanskin. Hook in the back on top of the Luna, so he's out of the fight for a little bit, but he's still saved by the swap. Now gets the Eclipse down. Most of that on Pablo. It's still not enough to finish him off as he tries to track down Limp. Will not be able to immediately here, but Gorks and Excalibur with the Radiance Burn just closing out the rest of these slow, low heroes.
They might be able to get more lockdown on the Luna.
Lucky positioning there for Gorks, just spotting out the smoke gang. Limp still in the middle of that, gets a stun off onto Ake, but that gets purged off. Duel now, top of the Dragon Knight, swap out to keep him safe, and a lot of right clicks being traded here. Duel will end without nothing, but Lodas in the midst of that gets the Eclipse off, still alive somehow. Excalibur with the Shellgrave, but doesn't have the bear. Doesn't have anything left to give, so it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade between these two heroes. Follow-up stun there from Limp, though, on the Weaver. This will turn this in favor of Alliance, especially if they find something else. A triple kill for the Dragon Knight of all people. The one that went in gung-ho, got dueled, got everything thrown at him, but yeah, he's an AC holder, he has a BKB. 3k health points with the Albert. Roshan is being done now by Alliance. Third one in games, Aegis and Shaze. Courier dies in the backlines, but it's way too late. Just way too much damage. Hook comes through onto Limp, but he's still able to pop the BKB. No follow-up, so Pablo should end up falling. in the middle of that. And it's HORDE, look at them. They're like all around this one alliance unit, just scrambling to get themselves out of there.
So they have no flank, they have like only good hooks. That's all they're relying on here. And I'm pretty sure Alliance are only going to show targets they don't care about getting hooked.
Limp in the forefront, Loda, as long as he has the Aegis, also doesn't really care. Now they're getting the first bear down. Loda started to drop low, just with Gorks striking away at him, but yeah, he doesn't care. He wants to use that Aegis. Might still not get to with Root coming through. Secondary bear, Shellgrave barely keeping Gorks alive as he turns it around with Timeless. As the Aegis being triggered, he's got the middle of that, already popped the BKB, which just wait till damage being done. Gorks might find Hanskin here for some lasting heroes dying. He only lost the tier 3 so far.
There's no bear anymore. So
no more bear, no more Gorks. See if he dies. Shellgrave, hook out from Pablo so they keep him safe, but Loda even wins the duel here as E-Skills goes in for that. Arke almost dies to Glaives. As they finally finish off the set of racks. Buyback for E-Skills, what can he really do? He goes in the middle of that, he gets stunned up and right click down.
Unfortunately, all they can do is sit and watch, really.
Gets found, but he eats the cheese, says, nope, I don't care at all about anything.
You know, if you're a professional player looking at this game, you're like, yep, they can close it out, they're pretty comfortable, go next. But Alliance managed to make it so that there was a game, and then HORDE just made like a few bad decisions, and Alliance didn't. Pretty sure HORDE's got a huge favor on the draft here.
Open net worth chart still being contested between Yunus and Fan as well as Mid-Tiny, but there's a rolling down bottom. Stun on 2, Arke is starting to drop low, and that'll be the first blood. No defensive utility for him. Gorks trying to trade for Hanskin here. Double End Shot still going, the rage will wear off soon, but it's gonna get the kill. And with Pablo being there, set it up to a creep instead of a hero. Middle lane might not be done yet here. EGM is kind of in a bad position, but so is Excalibur with Limb. Just tries to nuke him down, and they will be able to finish him off with the Brain Sap. E-Skills makes an appearance, Nightmare off to just keep him from spreading fire, but Ark is still there, takes off the Nightmare. E-Skills with extra movement speed, looking to spread the damage here, and finds Limp here. So Timber Chain is just a little bit too low. EGM trying to turn this around. Pablo doesn't get the last right click off though. And that's run from Hanskin, not enough. He does roll right next to him though. Kind of lucky that he missed the stone there, yeah. He's gonna have to accept this and move on. Rest of Alliance, CGM and Hanskin still sticking around, but gotta be careful. TP comes through, but GM already almost dead. He goes for Nightmare instead of the Brain Sap, and now Loda trying to turn us around. Half health, but pops his ultimate. Excalibur still alive thanks to Pablo. Should be able to continue here. God, no shrine to help Loda out, so he dies too. Limb coming back into the fight, but he's unable to really get the right angle in. Excalibur being kept alive by Pablo all this time, and now being dragged back to base, healed up, and right back into the middle of things. Or just get a pick off to begin with. Batrider caught by Loda. Now relocate in. Loda actually ends up dying to the AoE, and also a bit on Unisifan. Magnum comes out way too late though to save their body, and now they just have to try and scramble Pablo. He might die, and he will before he gets relocated out, but you don't really care about that whatsoever. Or finds a slow onto Limb. And yeah, follow up with another avalanche. 3 for 1.
Like Lasso relocate on cooldown, if they could find a pick it would be really nice, but they still have global to deal with, so
that's Pablo.
Holy fight might be bad.
Don't want to throw global away for a single whiz, but now you do throw it away for E-Skills. Excalibur's ready to kind of initiate, perhaps, with an avalanche toss. Don't throw it out just yet here. Nice damage being done as Limb comes through. Stun onto 2. It's Arke and Excalibur going down at the same time. Now down to 10. That doesn't mean that he'll be back there soon. A global stun comes out. Loda able to dodge that though with his Q. And that is an unfortunate pause. We already saw Hanskin die in the back here due to a combo. Oh yeah, Loda still with his ultimate at the ready here. Arke can't finish him off now. The Fiend's grip onto lifesteal. Nice little vacuum wall against just 4 heroes. That's 1 down, but Gorks and Excalibur still large in charge in the middle of that until Loda starts to take initiative, gets 1. Now looking for Excalibur. Limb also making an appearance here as he respawns. So they do find these 2 big damage dealers. Only losing the supports, and supports poor Pablo. Next one on the list here tries to make him work for it, attending to the creep wave, but Jonas also making his way back. That is a dead ball of light. Lions are smoked up, they're ready to fight, and they're gonna get there at the right time. They just need to perfect initiation here. The bash on the Gorgs, not ideal here, as Nightmare on the Batrider stops at lasso, but they're still going to lose one. That's going to be Nye on Limb. Loda in the middle of that too, but now pops his ultimate. BKB also going, still keeping alive. He's stacking up that intelligence, taking down the lifesteal. Excalibur still pretty damn scary though. Currently being controlled up by the sounds from Hanskin. Is Jonas fun? Well, buying a lot of time, still alive actually is Pablo. Drags him down, but Loda, perfect position to go back into the fight, finish up another one. 2 for 2 trades so far. Meanwhile, on the high ground, okay, Hanskin just going in a little bit too deep, just chasing Excalibur and his skills away, but still, good fight for Alliance if they can keep this Roshan alive, but it's still Excalibur. He does have Pablo behind him. Not an easy target to bring down, even with 4 stacks of Essence Shift in you. And his skills still holding on to the gem. Loda has to go in deeper. Doesn't have the BKB. He needs to have some extra help. Buyback from Hanskin comes through. Nice little stone onto 2 heroes. Roll through. Continuing the silence on her time. He's trying to control him up. Buy some time for Loda. Fiends go on Batrider, but they can't even bring him down. Loda, he's barely gets his ultimate off. Excalibur just looking so large in middle lane, but the rest of his team starting to drop low. Oh god, Loda. He will die to another Echo Saber hit from the Tiny. Now being controlled up by the Nightmare and finished up by Limb. So they did what they set out to do. They bring down the Behemoth and looking for one nice little relocate out on Aki. Buyback from his skills. They want to fight around the Shrine. Alliance don't want to let them TP out in vain. Hanskin going the other direction. Doesn't have a TP for another 25. And Limb, well, he's caught in a bad position too. He gets the Timid Chain out across the river. So this fight will finally be at an end, or will it? Roshan is still alive, very, very low. With Gorks back up, HORDE can still take it, and without Loda, Alliance cannot continue to contest.
It's closed out. Or it could be the other way, you know. Because they have been playing really well when it comes to like, splitting up the map, using their combo as effectively as possible.
Something Hanskin on high ground here. They go in onto Limp here. Global Silence comes through. Immediately Lord Stop up. He's still. Oh, he actually gets his way out of there. Lord Stop actually tosses the Batrider back. So he dies first. BKB bites back immediately. But Fiend's Grip onto Tiny. He dies before the relocate can come back out.
It's just risky.
Smoke crosses, Loda finds Pablo all alone, so that's the first free pickoff. Now looking for more Gorks, isolated from the rest of the team, but Excalibur trying to fight up against the Slark. It's not the best here to go on here. Lure Stops everywhere, just countering out the Global Silence, and even if they kill Loda, it's gonna come right back, but it can't even kill him here. There's way too much sustain. Triple kill as the damage shield gets caught inside the wall, and Arcane, well, even the high ground does not save him. Neither will that Ghost Scepter. Gorks bites back.
Only one with buyback.
Yeah, what can you do?
Else is, sans buyback, so.
He's trying to fight up against Limb, but he alone does not have the strength
he
to
just
burst
got
through
it.
that. With Excalibur, maybe there's a chance. Or you still have Aegis, you still have Cheese, and this is not clean at all. They have a good stun, but follow up from the vacuum to turn us around. Loda's still very much alive and kicking with a ridiculous amount of Essence Shift stacks. Now looking for Gorks, as he's still alive, and Loda, well, he loses the Aegis. But HORDE are the team who lose the games. GG is called. He's good. So 0-4 in the groups. That means that they will definitely start off the quarterfinals of the playoffs.